Jungkook, don't move, baby, he said in his sleepy voice when Ryan tried to get up. Ryan, Jungkook, it's already late, I have to go. He opened his eyes and looked at her with a pout, making her coy on his cuteness. Jungkook, where you wanna go? It's our first month after marriage. She looked at him with a poker face. Ryan, you already forgot. He got up and sat straight and looked at her with confusion. Jungkook, it's morning, baby, my brain doesn't work early. Ryan, today we are going for our honeymoon. He looked at her with his wide eyes and smiled and hugged her tightly, nuzzling his face in the crook of her neck, making her weak. Jungkook, I remember. How can I forget the thing for which I have been waiting for decades? And baby, let me correct you. Our flight is at night, so let's sleep again. He hovered over her and kissed her passionately, making her wrap her hands around his neck, and he smiled. They both again went to sleep without caring about anything. Jungkook, love you, Mrs. John. He smiled, seeing her already sleeping in his arm with a cute little pout. After 4 hours, Ryan yelled, Jungkook, John, I swear I will kill you, just wake up. She screamed, making him sit straight on bed, rubbing his eyes. Jungkook, yes, I'm awake, wide awake, wide feet. He smiled and shook her head. After freshing up, they started getting ready and packing. They both entered their room and arranged their bags in a corner. Ryan, I'm tired. Jungkook, oh my baby, don't you want to roam around and click pics? He tried teasing her as she was very excited, but now she's hella tired from the 8 hours flight. Ryan, let's do this after taking a little nap. He nodded. Time skip. Ryan was getting ready for the dinner date here in Germany. Ryan, now I know why you booked this room, she said with narrowed eyes. Jungkook, I'm glad now you know my intentions. He smirked and looked towards the bathroom, whose walls are of glass and anyone can see the person showering. Ryan, I'm gonna change my room. He smirked and came towards her, making her move backwards. Ryan, what? Her voice is soft, making him want her more. Shiver ran in her blood when he whispered in her ear and bit her earlobe. Jungkook, don't worry, I won't do anything that would make you uncomfortable, but the day when you gave me permission, I'm gonna eat you alive, mark my words, Mrs. John. He moved back and she exhaled the breath she didn't know she was holding until now. Ryan, he's gonna give me a heart attack. She put her hand on her heart, which was running marathon. Jungkook was walking behind Ryan, who was enjoying the late night walk. She was exhausted after the date, so he thought to take her out and now see her enjoying. He felt the happiness running in his blood. She is enjoying, but he is feeling the happiness. She is like a drug for him, without which he cannot breathe, can do anything. He needs her every time, everywhere. He came out of his thought when she came towards him and hugged him from his neck and opened her camera. Ryan, yeah, pose Jungkook. He chuckled and kissed her on cheeks and she captured the moment and giggled. Perfect. Jungkook, it's already late, Ryan. Should we go home? Ryan, just 5 minutes more, please. Seeing her beautiful doe eyes, he cannot deny and nodded, making her swirl in happiness, and started walking behind her, saving her from every bad and uncomfortable gaze. Jungkook, feeling fine or not, he asked her, who was sitting in the bathtub of bubbles and relaxing her muscles after running and enjoying the Germany streets. Ryan, much better, Mr. John. He chuckled. His husky chuckle forces her to open her eyes and see her man. She looked at him and their eyes got locked with each other. No one was ready to break the eye contact, but then she splashed water on him, making him shook his head and chuckled. Jungkook, still a kid, huh? She laughed and again splashed water on him, this time with bubbles, and he didn't back off. He was enjoying every moment because it's her. He smirked and grabbed her hand and pulled her toward himself, but his eye didn't leap from her eyes. He whispered, their lips touching when he spoke. Jungkook, don't make me do something that you won't like, baby girl. His husky voice, the intimate position, his lips close to her hand in his grip, making everything more difficult for her. Her breath hissed when he kissed her with possession and roughly. He left her hands and grabbed her throat, not tightly but tight enough to show his possessive nature. He claimed her as his in that kiss. His wife, his life, his everything. Jungkook, you are my angel. You are this devil's angel. He smirked, seeing a condition created by himself. She glared at him, but he found it adorable and adored her in a cute way, making her coy. Jungkook, don't look at me like that. You don't know, but this makes me want to claim you mine in every way possible. Ryan, yeah, just go from here. He chuckled again and said in his deep voice, Jungkook, even if I go, you will still be visible for me from the glass wall. She face palmed herself in her mind to forget the room's bathroom. Ryan, yeah, whatever. He smiled and caressed her head, his loving eyes adoring her. Time skip. Ryan and Jungkook were thinking of going on a beach and they both agreed to each other. Jungkook, I'm ready, let's go. Ryan, wait, let me get ready. He looked at her with weird eyes like who get ready for a beach but didn't say anything. She opened her suitcase and smiled when she found her bikini and Jungkook was just looking at her moves. Ryan, I can wear it on a beach, right? She smirked knowing he was gonna deny. Of course, she knew he won't let her wear a bikini on a beach, but his answer shocked her. Jungkook, wear whatever you want, Mrs. John. Your husband is John Jungkook. He smirked, seeing her reaction. Her shocked eyes and jaw dropped. He could feel what she was waiting for, but he turned everything upside down. They both came to their destination, but she frowned, seeing no one there, not even a single human being. Ryan, where is everyone? He bent down to her level and said in his deep and raspy voice, Jungkook, I booked the whole beach so that we can have our time to the fullest, baby. She froze in her position and turned to look at him and see him already smirking. Jungkook, did you like my surprise, baby? She had no words to explain this man. Ryan, yes. She again looked at everywhere, but no one was there, and he hugged her and again whispered in her ears. Jungkook, but it's not looking like you like my surprise, Ryan, I'm so shocked. How can you just go? He cut her off in between. Jungkook, you are mine, and only I have the right to admire you, to stare at you with my loving, amazing, obsessive, and dirty gaze. I won't let any man stare at my angel little one. Ryan, and for that, you booked the whole beach. Are you crazy? He chuckled and shook his head. Jungkook, just enjoy each and every moment. I want to see you enjoying freely without any uncomfortable gaze, even if it's me. Her heart swelled up before she was thinking it is his obsession. That's why he doesn't want anyone to look at her in bikini. But he did it so that she can enjoy fully without any man's dirty gaze on her, and she is shocked to think that he knows that she feels uncomfortable in this clothes, but only wanted to make him jealous. But he is always two steps ahead of her. She hugged him tightly and whispered softly, Ryan, I'm sorry. I thought you would be jealous, but all you thought about is my comfort. Jungkook, just know your man, your husband know how to break man's eyes. Whoever will look at you and make you uncomfortable, I won't let him see the world with the same eyes. She backed off and tiptoed to kiss him, and he replied gently and passionately. Jungkook, now enjoy, baby. She giggled happily and ran to the shore with her beautiful eyes and smile, for which he can do anything to see her happy and comfortable. He pulled out his phone and started capturing every moment in his eyes and in his phone with a satisfied smile on his face. Jungkook, careful of the shore, baby. She turned towards him and nodded, making him chuckle and shook his head. Time skip. She was all wet with him as they enjoyed, splashed water on each other, enjoyed to the fullest. She came towards him and giggled. Jungkook called. She nodded and he smiled, knowing her more than herself. He bent down and took her in his arms, making her laugh. He laid her in bed and went to take his shirt and gave it to her. Jungkook, wear it. You will feel comfortable. Until then, I will arrange something for us to eat. Hmm? She nodded and he patted her head and went out of the room. And they enjoyed their honeymoon to the fullest. They captured every moment. He made her every wish come true. All her wishes to visit the places she mentioned. He took her everywhere and their honeymoon went for like a month. But he was glad that she loved every moment and her happiness is his happiness.